The ongoing conflict surrounding Iran in 2026 has significantly escalated tensions across the Middle East, drawing direct and indirect involvement from the United States, one of the world's leading military powers. Since the beginning of the war, the U.S. has conducted extensive airstrikes, missile operations, and high-tech military campaigns, leading to a rapid increase in overall spending. Recent defense analyses estimate that total U.S. expenditures in this conflict have reached approximately $25 billion to $50 billion. The pace of spending during the initial phase of the war was unprecedented. According to analysts, around $3.7 billion was spent within the first 100 hours. Within the first 2 days, costs surged to approximately $5 to $6 billion. By the end of the first week, total spending exceeded $10 billion. This was driven by intensive missile strikes and continuous activation of defense systems. Modern warfare relies heavily on precision-guided weapons, which come at a high cost. A single advanced cruise missile costs approximately $1 to $1.5 million. Over 1,000 long-range missiles have reportedly been used in this conflict so far. Billions have been spent on both offensive and interceptor missile systems. Experts describe this conflict as a clear example of high-cost warfare in the modern era. To counter Iranian retaliatory strikes, the U.S. has heavily relied on its advanced air defense systems. Significant portions of THAAD and Patriot systems have been deployed across the region. In some estimates, 30% to 40% of stockpiles have been used in recent engagements. This has raised concerns about the sustainability of U.S. defense readiness for future conflicts. Beyond missiles, the conflict has seen extensive use of advanced aircraft and unmanned systems. Stealth fighter jets have been used for deep strike missions into contested territory. Drones have played a key role in surveillance and targeted precision attacks. Aircraft carrier strike groups have been deployed in the Persian Gulf to maintain presence. These operations have further increased the overall financial and operational cost of the war. Approximately 50,000 U.S. troops have been deployed across various bases in the region. This involves complex joint operations spanning land, air, and naval forces. Long-term deployments are significantly increasing operational and logistical expenses. Additional costs for training, protection, and equipment continue to mount daily. Logistics remains one of the largest yet least visible components of war expenditure. From millions of meals to massive fuel consumption and medical services, these factors contribute billions to the total cost. Beyond logistics, the conflict has resulted in significant losses of U.S. military equipment. With drones and aircraft destroyed, estimated losses have already reached several billion dollars. Most critically, the human cost is rising, with reports of fatalities and hundreds of injuries among personnel. Weapon shortages are now a growing concern as thousands of missiles have already been deployed. This has created an urgent demand for rapid production to ensure readiness for future global conflicts. This issue is particularly significant as tensions continue to rise in other regions around the world. The Iran conflict is not only a military issue but also a global economic and geopolitical concern. Volatility in global oil prices and increased political instability in the Middle East are critical factors. We are seeing significant shifts in international alliances and diplomacy as a direct result. U.S. officials have claimed significant operational success in the conflict. Thousands of targets are reportedly destroyed, and major military infrastructure is severely damaged. However, independent verification of these claims remains limited. Analysts describe the war as a high-cost, high-risk military engagement. Short-term tactical gains may come at long-term economic costs and pressure on defense manufacturing. Overall, the 2026 Iran conflict represents a costly and strategically complex chapter for the world. This war is expected to have lasting impacts on international politics and military strategy for years to come.